Do you want to know the 5 steps that any neurodivergent individual can do to really have the most awesome life imaginable? Well, hold on to your hats, boys and girls. We're going to go for a ride. If you haven't watched my video about the neurodivergent island and how fragmentation is our big issue, you need to watch this one to understand this one. So go watch that and come back. Great, you're back. So in the briefest of detail, here are the 5 steps. And if you stick around to the end, I'll even tell you where you can find out about more. So number 1 is you have to reconnect all the parts of your brain. You have to get your brain wired up so that all of your resources aren't state dependent, so that you can actually use whatever capacities that you have at any time and all of the different parts of the brain and nervous system, including the enteric nervous system, the cardiac nervous system, and the consciousness that's in the body is wired into the cortical consciousness. And there's actually quite a lot of neurology in that. Next, and some of this you have to do at the same time, you have to clear out bad programming. So we acquire programming through culture, through life, through experiences, and a lot of it we really didn't pick or decide on. It's just not good for us. So we need to clear out the goodies. The other thing is, because most of us are so used to living in masks all the time, what we have to do is we actually have to learn how to identify and have conscious awareness of our deep essence, our core, what we are beyond the physical, beyond ourselves as an individual. And then from that place, we actually have to start consciously crafting our mask, our persona, our beliefs, our values, and our identity, so that it's very energy efficient, it's very natural, it feels us, but it's still flexible and dynamic. And then the last thing that we need is life skill mastery. There were some really interesting studies where they actually looked at like facial recognition and emotional recognition and other things, and young versus older autistics. And most of us actually picked up this skill. And there are different awareness skills, there's different communication skills, and there's different skills of connecting that you can learn to do to a level of unconscious competence, or if you want to teach it, a very high level of mastery, so that you have the ability to dynamically connect with anyone, to express your needs in a way that the other person will hear, and is most likely to think of it as a win-win situation, so everybody gets what they want. So I have a video masterclass that talks about my innocence activation program, which is where I teach this. And if that's something that you're interested in, drop the comment activate below and learn more about it. And as always, like, share, follow, and send this to a neurodivergent in need.